Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to September Home Fragrance Empties. I have an actual mountain of candle empties and clamshell empties in front of me here. I'm sitting a lot further away from the camera than usual because I needed to fit all of this stuff in here in front of me. So, this was a busy month of both burning and melting. I have really made a decent dent into my backup fall Bath & Body Works candle stash. If you missed my videos where I showed you guys my candle collection earlier in I think it was the spring that I did these videos, I will link those videos down below. My largest collection was definitely my Bath & Body Works candles, and the vast majority of that collection that, you know, had like a ton of scents in it was like the fall and winter scents. So I'm trying to whittle that down this year, and I'm doing it by basically using a lot of my like unburned brand new Bath & Body Works candles, like this pumpkin peanut brittle here. So I am putting these into my candle crocks. If you don't know what a candle crock is, I am going to link a video down below, and this time I will actually remember to link the video. And then I'm gonna put a link for a very neutral, very kind of nondescript candle crock that you can get off of Amazon in the description box as well. I highly recommend getting a candle crock for candles that don't behave. They work much better than the candle melting devices that warm from like a lamp shining down onto the candle itself. Those require you to kind of pour off the wax as it loses scent. But the candle crock is great because you can put a brand new candle into the crock, and you can leave it going 24 hours a day, or you can shut it off every single night if you want to. It's amazing. Anyway, let's get started. Pumpkin peanut brittle. So no scent left because I had this here. Actually, you can see my teal colored crock right there. Right there. See it? Right there. There we go. I had this in there for probably a solid week, and there's not much scent left in this at this point because once the fragrance oils are released, you're just left with scentless wax at that point. So that might be kind of wasteful to some of you, but to me, it's a great way to use up a lot of these candles that would otherwise take me years of burning to get through. So this I left in for like a solid week. Like fresh new candles like this, especially strong ones like this, will go for a week in a crock. When I am like more just half finished with a candle, this only lasts me about 3, maybe 4 days, depending on the scent, but 3 days is kind of an average. This right here, by the way, is my banana walnut muffin. You can see why ultimately this ended up going in the crock if you can see those dark soot marks on there. Once I started noticing those, even though this was still burning pretty well, it went into the crock, so finish that. Also, blast from the past here, pumpkin spiced cheesecake from 2015. Y'all remember this one? I didn't love this as much now as I did back then. Still a nice scent, but definitely had that kind of sour note that I think is a turnoff for a lot of people when Bath & Body Works does candles like this. People also complained of that sour note with the raspberry peach macarons. So anyway, glad to finish that. I think I might have one more of those. Another candle here that finished its life in the crock was my Honeycrisp apple. I could have actually finished burning this, but I just decided to put it, actually not in my crock, but on one of those like candle warmers. I have a new one to share with you guys, by the way. That'll come up, I think I'll do that in next week's, this weekend's Home Fragrance Roundup. We'll talk about that. But anyway, I used that there and it was great. Probably at least a solid 4 days out of that one because it was pretty strong. I have a vanilla bean macaron from Homeworks here. Love this scent. I don't feel the need to talk about it because you've seen me go through a ton of those. You can find that particular scent at Ulta any of the things that you can still get, I will try to put links for down below. Sugared Snickerdoodle, another one that lived its life in the crock. You can see with this one, the wicks definitely went haywire. Yeah, it smells like nothing. This one does amazing in the crock. This is another one that I get a solid like 6 days out of, and it's an amazing generic sugared snickerdoodle scent, which makes it a great pairing for basically any fall gourmand candle, anything like that. Another vanilla bean macaron. Finished another one of those. Also finished a Harvest Leaves. If you guys remember this packaging from Homeworks. This one at the end struggled a little bit with dying wicks, but it was only like the very last burn. So there's still a little bit of wax on the bottom here, but I don't feel the need to dig it out. So finished one of those. I'm just grabbing. So another hot cider donut, one of my beloveds from Homeworks. I don't know why I'm showing you the inside of the candle. They're all done. Pumpkin berry waffles. By the way, I did order 2 more backups when it was released again on QVC. I believe it's sold out again already, so I don't think QVC ordered as much from Homeworks this year. I think they were trying to avoid having a bunch of excess inventory after the season is done. So things are selling out very quickly on QVC. If you see something that you want from Homeworks, I would get it. And I hate to be that person that it's like, yeah, just go for it, get it. But if there's something that you really want, I wouldn't like try to like take too long to make a decision just because things are selling out. So there you go. Anyway, I have not burned any of the new ones that I ordered, but people have been saying they're a little bit lighter. So I will compare, but this is one of my old ones, and this one was fabulous. And I do love these hobnail jars. Very, very pretty. Finished my mulled wine. So this was part of the Country Roads trio. There's almost no wax left in the bottom. Like, this sucker burned amazingly well. No soot, clean, amazing smell. I hope Harry brings this one back. This was mulled red Cabernet, black apple, crushed cinnamon, cranberry. Delightful. Greatly enjoyed it. Cranberry pumpkin. No wicks, because this one died. The wicks on my cranberry pumpkins, the older ones, are just melting away after a few burns, which is less than ideal. I don't remember them originally doing that, but I've also never had wicks deteriorate before from Bath & Body Works over the years. So I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, candle crock for this bad boy. She's scentless at this point. Another sugared snickerdoodle, another hot cider donut, Bath & Body Works leaves. Went through a whole leaves this season because this one wasn't as strong as previous years, so I was able to keep it lit a lot longer, but it burned well, did good. Do love this style of packaging a lot more. Also finished my autumn pumpkin. This one, great, the whole way down. Loved it. Glad I have the backups. I love autumn pumpkin. It's a little different from the original. Maybe a little bit more of that clove and nutmeg in here, but still mostly the same and delightful. Autumn. Burn that the whole way down. Love autumn. Crisp apple scent for fall. I'm going fast, guys, because there's a lot. I have a lot to get through. More sugared snickerdoodle. Again, these lived in my candle crocks. And again, I have 3 candle crocks going almost every single day, so it's allowing me to get through a lot of stuff. Another pumpkin peanut brittle here. Gosh, I'm gonna have a mess on my hands cleaning all this up. Spiced vanilla pumpkin from the first time that it was released. Delightful, delicious. This one is pumpkin, warm caramel, vanilla bean, and blood orange. No, there's no blood orange in here. I don't know where that was pulled from, but there's no blood orange. It's basically just a spicy fall vanilla pumpkin scent. It's very nice. I enjoy it. Bottom of the barrel. No, I'm kidding. It's not the bottom of the barrel. Banana maple pancakes. Delightful. Love it. Another Homeworks. Honeycrisp apple. This one burned clean all the way down, so I just burned it, which was great. More Homeworks. This was a Homeworks that was damaged in transit from Ulta to me. By the way, I'm aware. You guys keep sending me messages. I know Ulta has not fixed the shipping yet for the Homeworks candles. I know. I haven't placed an order lately because I pretty much have everything that I want that's currently available on Ulta. But if you don't like receiving candles that are broken, just don't order Homeworks candles. Really don't order anything glass from Ulta because it's going to arrive damaged. They just do a very poor job in packaging. I mean, even their makeup. Like, I receive broken makeup from Ulta all the time as well. So it's just a frustrating situation, and I'm sorry that's happening to you guys. And I would suggest just order from QVC or order from the Homeworks website once they start really selling a lot more of the products. Or order from Amazon. Amazon apparently does a really good job of packaging everything. So those would be the places that I would send you, but no, they're not gonna have all the scents that Ulta necessarily has. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I still continue to shop from Ulta because they've always replaced everything that was arriving damaged to my house. So is it an inconvenience? Yes. Am I having a cow about it? I'm not personally, because I just know that that's what I should expect from Ulta. And as long as they replace the things that are broken or refund me, if I'm like over it at that point, then I'm fine with it. But anyway, this was one that arrived. It was actually, the wax was shaken loose from the wick clips on the bottom, so the candle had fallen out. So anyway, I still burned it, but this is what happens. Once the wicks, or once the wax pool is like solid, like to the bottom, the wicks will just flop over because they're no longer attached to the wick clips. And that is because this was jostled around so much on its way to me, it got knocked off of the wick clip base, if that makes sense. Anyway, this was a banana maple pancakes. So I enjoyed it for as much as I could. I also took the label off of this one because in that package, one of my other candles was damaged to the point where it was shattered, and there were a bunch of cuts in the label, and I just didn't like looking at a label that was all chopped up. So that's the long story behind that situation. Autumn Pine Cone. This came with either my rose gold or my gold pine cone pedestal that I got to reorder this year. This one burned like a champ. I mean, all the way down, very little wax left at the bottom. The Autumn Pine Cone scent is probably the most manly or masculine scent that I like from Homeworks. And this is Fallen Pine Cone's Red Oak, Fresh Eucalyptus, and Juniper Berry. So very fresh. Loved it. Love this label. It's very like New England fall forest vibes right here. Pumpkin roll from Root. Yeah, this was a total dud. Just scentless, completely scentless. Wouldn't recommend that. I never did do an in-depth review of this guy, Vanilla Toffee Brittle. And this one arrived damaged. You can see there's damaged glass right here. This did not smell what I expected it to at all. I expected to smell Vanilla Toffee Brittle. And really this was just more of a generic, like, sweet caramel type scent. Probably one of my, like, larger disappointments from Homeworks this year in terms of this just not smelling what I expected it to at all. And I think there was a lot of potential for this one. I love toffee. Toffee with dark chocolate, like covering it, is one of my favorite things to eat. Craig is more of like a milk chocolate kind of person, but I love dark chocolate over toffee. And I just thought this could be the most delicious scent, but it just wasn't executed that way at all. The notes on this were toffee, vanilla bean, caramel, and frothed milk. Really, it was just like very generic caramel. So also this gash here on the bottom, not super safe. So I'm trying to be careful with this guy here. So yeah, definitely a disappointment for me with that one. I hope he takes a look at that particular scent again and maybe reformulates it and comes back again next year with an actual like toffee scented candle, because I think it could be amazing. Raspberry tangerine. This was kind of one of my holdovers from this summer. This I just put into the candle crock. I think it was actually in here. I had it in here for probably, I mean, it was decently strong, so I would probably say I got at least 5 or 6 days out of this one and never even lit it. Just melted it. All right, now, oh my gosh, even more. This was a farm stand apples. Do you guys remember these insert for the Homeworks? This one was the apple crate, if you guys remember. I also had the peach, the strawberry, peach, strawberry, and blueberry. I actually have 2 of the blueberries. Anyway, this was from the apple. This is my last one, so no more of those. Went through a couple of my cranberry chutney melt cups from Yankee, so these are done. I do empty the wax out of these and then reuse them for other tarts and things. And now let us dive through the wax melts. Again, I'm gonna go fast. Almond croissant, holy grail. This is now in my Scentsy club. These are all Scentsy. You guys know of my love of the Scentsy. Apples and oats, also in my club. Delicious. Smells just like fancy apple oatmeal. Love it. Honey pear cider, a classic. If you love pear scents, if you love cider scents, if you love just deliciousness for fall, and if you're like really fresh scents for fall, this is a must-have. This has been around for a number of years with Scentsy for good reason. It is delightful. I love it. More apples and oats. Winterberry apple tea, a classic. It's back again for the fall and winter catalog. If you've never tried it, I love this one. It's totally worth trying. If you like sweet plum pastry, you'll love this, because this is like the fall and winter version of sweet plum pastry in my eyes. Oh look, there was another cranberry chutney. There we go. Almond croissant, another one. Delicious. Johnny Appleseed, delightful, fresh apple scent. Great for September, for sure. Pumpkin chai. This is really nice. This is like a pumpkin pie meets a chai tea. It's so good. Get your hands on this. Phineas and Ferb, which is not related to Angry Birds at all, so thank you to those of you who kept reminding me of that. It's a totally different cartoon. Anyway, finished Phineas and Ferb, best day ever. This was okay. Kind of a nice, fresh floral, but not one that I would be like, yes, I must have. Here is a salted lavender. Very nice for lavender, although I don't usually do a lot of lavender, so I wouldn't repurchase this one. But this was nice to have in a bathroom for sure. Very, very fresh lavender. Bright Cider Life. This is newer from Scentsy as well. Just talked about this in my weekly home fragrance roundup. Really nice cider scent. Almost like a creamy cider scent. It's really, really nice. I think this is a must-have. I was gonna say for September, but we're at the end of September. That would be nice for October too, especially those of you who don't get started with fall scents until October anyway. Look into that. Pacific Sandalwood, lovely, but no longer available. Bonfire Beach. I think this might be discontinued now. This is the beach version of Marshmallow Fireside because it has that salty ocean air kind of mixed into that Marshmallow Fireside type scent. Very interesting. Apricot Vanilla. I used to love this one. I don't love it as much anymore. Something about this one smelled like cat pee to me. I know, and I used to never smell that with this. So I don't know if I just got a bad batch there, but that one there was tough for me to get through. Another Pacific Sandalwood. Again, you can't get that one anymore, so I'm not going to talk about it. Breakfast in Bed, delightful. Just a generic fall spices and foodie type scent. Yeah, this one is just, it's so generic, but it's so good. If you like a lot of the things that I normally like, order this. You're going to love it. I'm just telling you. I think it's one that you have to smell. This was from the last Bring Back My Bar, White Sands, a lovely, just a light beachy scent. But yeah, I am not into the light beachy scents at all because it's fall. We're out of summer. Let's forget summer 2020 ever happened, shall we? I know that I would like to. Caramel Apple Craze. This is delightful if you like Summer Boardwalk from Bath & Body Works. Here's your Scentsy version of it. And this one is not headache inducing. And along with that, we have Autumn Road Trip, which was delightful. I ordered this one kind of taking a little bit of a chance, but I do like it. It's fresh. There's definitely some patchouli in here, I feel like. And there's also just like this crisp fall air kind of vibe. It actually reminds me a little bit of Autumn Pine Cone. If you like Hallmark's Autumn Pine Cone, you're gonna really enjoy this. They definitely share some similarities for sure. And then the last is another Breakfast in Bed. And that's it, right? Oh, wait. No, that goes with one of those. And then also a Golden Chestnut melt cup from Yankee Candle. This was from last year. I don't think they came out with this one again this year. But you guys, that's the bucket is now empty. What a mess that I have to clean up. There are so many candles sitting next to me right now. I have some work to do. Anyway, let me know what you finished for the month of September. I keep having to remind myself, it's the end of September. We are done with this month, which is blowing my mind. I'm ready for October. I'm definitely ready for November. I feel very ready for the holidays. I don't know why. I don't want to like rush time at all, but at the same time, I'm just like, whew, let's get this year over with, right? But it is important to cherish the time that you are given. So try not to wish it away is what I'm trying to say, which is what I have to remind myself of every day. Anyway, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. Like I said, I'll remember to put links in the description box down below. Let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you tomorrow for my beauty favorites if you're interested in beauty content. If not, there's more candle content coming on the weekends. All right, take care, you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.